Alright folks, welcome back. This is part 8 of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, and there's no intro this time. So we're gonna head further in the reactor, and there's gonna be a boss coming up, and more dialogue that's kind of telling you what's going on. So, kind of basic how I said that, but, you know, we're just, I kind of like the pace of this game. It's kind of addictive in some cases. I kind of mess with this game on the PlayStation Classic. That's another version of this game that happens to be rather good. I just would have to say, you know, it's probably one of the best games for the PlayStation Classic. I mean, it's lacking in a lot of departments, but you know, somehow it feels like it's still somewhat of a good vibe. But I mean, obviously, I wish they'd have like a revised edition and put some more games on there. But Final Fantasy VII is definitely one of those that I mess with. Just the fact that it's on there. Final Fantasy VIII probably should have been on there, and games of the sort. But this is definitely a stable game. I mean, just the fact, there's probably people, if there was just like this, only 2 good games on such a machine, they'd probably still go out and get it. This game's so good. I mean, back when this game came out, I remember reviews for it, and then they would talk about how it would be like a 9.5 out of 10. I think that score has evolved across the past several years, just because it's one of the games that for the PlayStation and Nintendo 64 generation that keeps being talked about. So it's good, you know. How many other games do we think about from that time, like Resident Evil or Tomb Raider, Mario 64? Things like that. I mean, this is one of those that does it. But yeah, so we're gonna mess with President Shinra. So, you would think, I mean, pay attention to what happens here, just because at this moment he's the head honcho and the villains of the game. So, and obviously, you know, Sephiroth has been kind of faintly alluded to up to this point, but there's a lot of assholes in this game who we don't really know what's going to happen, and, you know, who to hate. You know, who's the one we hate the most in this game. Right now it's him. But it seems like he did authorize the soldier program, so kind of pay attention to that. As Cloud, he was in it, but there's a whole bunch of plot in this game. I'm watching further ahead, and it kind of allows for me to see some of these things and shit. Barrett doesn't care. He's just trying to save the planet. You know, he's keeping it ground zero. I like how he actually talks like a rich man. You know, Squaresoft, I mean, that's the thing, they're not, at that point, they weren't like hodgepodge developers, so it's kinda, they know how business executives talk. I kinda like that little tidbit. Brilliant game. That's what you have to keep reminding yourself, is the amount of research that went into this game was stellar. I think, I'm fairly certain that they worked on this game for about 3 or 4 years, because this was supposed to be on the Nintendo 64, it wasn't, and which is good, because if you look hard enough on the internet, you can see screenshots of what it would have looked like. It just would have been stupid had it come out for that. So, happens to be worked on this for a while. It's good stuff. Typically, that's about how long they work on video games. It's about 2 or 3 years, sometimes more. But in a case like Kingdom Hearts 3 or something like that, I mean, that was in development hell for like a decade or so. This is kind of, I don't know. I mean, so much changed between like 2007 and then 2019 when it came out. It was like hell, kind of the same thing with this remake that came out, and they had been talking about it for such a long time. It was supposed to be a PS3 game. I guess I'm kind of glad that it was PS4, but well. So yeah, if you're paying attention to the game, you're gonna have to attack whichever character the back of this boss is facing is the one that's gonna get the better hits, and he will use a counter attack. So if you hit him from the back, he'll turn around and attack you. And there are counter attacks that they created, but you want to attack him from his back his turn. But eventually he stops turning around. So I don't know. I mean, you can be strategic, but it's not too much of a point in that, just because he's really not that tough a boss. That's what you have to kind of pay attention to there. So. Plus, if you're getting limit breaks, I think you'll probably make short work of him, especially if you've been grinding in the game. So, extra stuff, you know. I would probably say that this boss probably only has like 3,000 HP or something, not too difficult to make short work of. I think later bosses are probably going to start having like 50,000 and 100,000 HP. Which, you know, back then, that was a lot for an RPG and stuff. Probably what Sephiroth had 6 digits, some shit like that. But Cloud needed some help. So after this point is where things start to get interesting. I mean, interesting still, but you'll see. I like when the path takes like pacing, kind of becomes like a thriller of sorts. It's not, I mean, the game could have been slow paced and just kind of did some regular stuff like some RPGs, but I'm glad that it kind of keeps things at a pulsating rate. Particularly with Cloud. I mean, Cloud goes through some shit. It's kind of the thing. He's always right in the center of it, you know. But since there's 3 of you, it really shouldn't be that difficult to heal. I mean, he only is going to attack one of you for the most part. But as long as you have potions or cure, you should be fine. Once again, this is not a tough boss. We need another limit break, I think. Tifa is getting ready to get one. Or Cloud will get one. No, it's Barret. I don't know why Cloud is not at the top, you know. Yeah, that was a lot. I don't know what happened there. I don't know why that was such a strong attack. Level up, and as of the current gameplay where I'm at, he is still at level 10. So I'm like 3 or 4 episodes ahead, and he's still at level 10. So I need to get him leveled up more. Watch this. It's fun stuff. Probably no way. I mean, when you look at the game bridge, it only seems like it's about 5 feet apart, but I would probably say it's got to be at least like 8 feet or something. There's no way. I mean, the game engine is just what restricts you being able to see the true gap of that bridge hole. So I think that machine was probably like 12 feet or so high, something like that. It's slick, you know, it falls to his doom. He doesn't scream. You know, that's one thing. This game doesn't have voice acting. I guess the PS1 couldn't do that yet, but Probably would have been interesting just to know what some of those characters' voices were like. I mean, they were in Advent Children, but just faint screams and that sort of thing. I don't know if Final Fantasy VIII has voiceovers either. I don't think any of them do. I think it's Final Fantasy X that was the first one. Where are we? Did Cloud get a concussion? What happened? Oh, keep watching. So these dialogue bits, I mean, they haven't quite explained what some of these are. It particularly happens to, like, Cloud and Air. Well, yeah. This character. I guess it's fine to reveal this character. This is Ares, and it's not going to be her name that I give her, but a lot of scenes that, like that voice scene that you just saw, happen to these two characters. So Ares lives in the slums. This is where we are. We're in the slums right now. And Cloud falls through the roof of a church and lands on a flower bed. The only thing strange about it is I don't know how it would be like. Well, I was trying to think as to how that might have worked. Flower beds indoors, you figure they'd be outdoors or something, but no. So yeah, talk to Ares. This is kind of she's going to be important to Cloud throughout this game, you'll see. And you get choices of whether or not. So you're going to have to choose if you like Ares more than Tifa, and it's kind of, interesting. But you do actually see her at the beginning part, that first reactor. After that, you talk with her briefly, and you can buy a flower, which I didn't do, because I figured it would be easier to tell her to get somewhere safe, but, that's your opportunity to buy something from her and kind of initiate, so. Just trying to figure out what else there is. So this is about the conclusion of this episode and stuff, and just trying to figure out what else is going on. So there's only, out of the last gameplay session I recorded, there's one more episode, and you'll see what happens there, but we still have one more thing to do before we get to some of the, well, we've got, you'll see, so subscribe for more fun, have a good night, thanks for watching, and thanks for watching, stay tuned for her name.